Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Shlokar from BTech CSC second year. So here I will be starting with my STLD assignment, and I have got the topic multiplexers with tri-state gates. So first of all, what are multiplexers? A multiplexer is a device that selects between several analog and digital input signals and forwards it to a single output line. So this explains that a multiplexer will have some input and some output lines. So there is a relation between these inputs and output lines. If a multiplexer with 2 to the power n input lines will have n select lines, and also a multiplexer can be used to implement Boolean functions of multiple variables. In this slide, we have two multiplexers. So the first one, that is the left multiplexer, is a 4 cross 1 multiplexer. It has 4 input lines and 2 select lines. This shows that 4 input lines, that is 2 raised to the power 2. So it will have 2 select lines, that is S1 and S0. It will have 2 select lines for 4 input lines. In this second figure, here we have connected various multiplexers to form a complex circuit. Two 4 cross 1 multiplexers, and their output is connected to a 2 cross 1 multiplexer. Types of multiplexers. Multiplexers can be divided into two types: analog and digital multiplexers. Analog multiplexers are those which work with the analog signal, and digital multiplexers are those which work with the digital signal. Analog multiplexers can be further divided into two types, that is frequency division multiplexers FDM and wavelength division multiplexers, that is WDM. Digital multiplexers is of further one type, that is time division multiplexer, which can be further divided into two types: synchronous time division multiplexer and asynchronous time division multiplexers. So now starting with my topic, multiplexers with tri-state gates. So first of all, what does tri-state gate means? A tri-state gate is a digital circuit that exhibits three states. As the name suggests, tri-state, so it will have three states. Two of the states are basic signals equivalent to 0 and 1, and the third state is the high impedance state. Also, this device, a multiplexer with tri-state gate, behaves like an ordinary buffer or inverter when control input is asserted. Properties of the third state, that is the high impedance state. If the circuit is in high impedance state, then the logic of the complete circuit behaves like an open circuit. That is, the circuit appears to be disconnected. Secondly, the circuit has no logical significance. And thirdly, the circuit connected to the output of the three state is not affected by the inputs of the gate. That is, whether the input is 0 or 1. If the third state is in high impedance state, if the circuit is in high impedance state, that is, the third input of the tri-state gate is high, then there will be no effect on the output. It will always be in high impedance state. That is, the circuit will always behave like an open circuit. So this shows that there can be two cases for us. The first case, if the control input is 1, then the output will always be equal to 0. And if the the output will always be equal to input. And if the control input state C is equal to 0, then the circuit is in high impedance state, and all of these three properties will be followed by the circuit. A three-state gate can perform any conventional operation such as NOR or AND gate, but the most commonly used is a buffer gate. So here is a symbol of a tri-state buffer gate where C is the control input, A is the conventional input, and F is the output of the circuit. This is the truth table for this buffer gate where Z represents the impedance. So further continuing with this topic, we have 2 to 1 line multiplexer. So uh, here is the circuit of a 2 to 1 line multiplexer. In this we have created two tri-state gates and an inverter. This is the select input line. A and B are the inputs of the gate circuit and Y is the output. When the select input is 0, the upper buffer is enabled because of this inverter present in it, and the lower buffer will be disabled. So the final output Y will be equal to the input A. Second case comes when the select buffer is 1. In this case, the lower buffer is enabled and the upper buffer is disabled because of its control because of the inverter present in it. So the final input Y will be equal to B in this case. Now we have 4 to 1 line multiplexer. So this is a circuit of a 4 to 1 line multiplexer. In this we have connected 4 tri-state gates. Their outputs are connected together and that is connected to form a single output line. Also we have used a 2x4 decoder in this circuit, which has 2 select lines and 4 outputs. The outputs of the 4 tri-state gate buffers are connected together to form a single line output, that is Y. The control inputs to the buffer determine that which of the 4 normal inputs, that is I0, I1, I2 or I3 are to be connected in the circuit line, output line. Also we know that no more than one buffer may be in the active state at any given time. So the connected buffers must be controlled in a way so that only one of the 3 state buffer has the access to the output, while all other buffers are maintained in a high impedance state. There's a one way to ensure that no more than one control input is active at any given time, and for that only we have created a 2x4 decoder. So when the control input is 0, all of its 4 outputs are 0. These 4 outputs will be 0 and the bus line is in high impedance state. This why? Because all the 4 buffers are disabled. And the second case, when the enable input is active, one of the 3 state buffers will be active depending on the binary value in the select inputs of the decoders. Depending on these, any one of these 4 output lines will be enabled. So this completes with a 4 to 1 multiplexer. Now the uses of 3 state buffers. A 3 state buffer has various uses, but I have listed some of the major ones. 3 state buffers can be used to implement efficient multiplexers, especially those with large numbers of inputs. 3 state buffers are essential to the operation of a shared electronic bus. And lastly, 3 state logic can reduce the number of wires needed to drive a set of LEDs. Thank you. This was Shlokak.